What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Media Goose channel. It is I, RJG, the Media Goose, and the goose is loose, baby. And I am here today to talk to you about the Dexter Lawrence trade. The blockbuster trade happened last night in the middle of WrestleMania 42 Night 1. So let's talk about it. It happened in the middle of my most anticipated match of the night, go figure, so I was a little distracted. I put out a short Instagram story to kind of give my thoughts. Go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But now there's a little bit more time to talk about this trade. I think the Giants deserve an A+ for this. Getting the 10th overall pick is crazy. I thought the Giants were going to get a late first round, maybe early second round pick for Dex. It had started to come out in the last couple of days that the fact that he wants money was going to lower the compensation. The lack of his production last year had potential to lower the compensation the Giants got back. But then when you heard it was the 10th overall pick, everybody assumed 37 was going back and it was going to be more of like a detailed package, and it wasn't. The Giants straight up get the number 10 overall pick. And I know I'm someone that has mentioned how this draft class isn't as star-studded as usual. That doesn't change the immense value the 10th overall pick has. The 10th overall pick is so much more valuable than, let's say, I don't know, pick 17 and 50, which Detroit could have offered. I don't think the Giants were going to get a first and a second. A team, the Browns, they had offered their second round pick 36, I think. Nobody was going to offer a package of picks. So the 10th overall pick, I think, is excellent value to get back for Dexter, somebody we took at pick 17 a few years ago. I am incredibly excited that the Giants are now sitting here with pick 5 and pick 10. Joe Shane apparently went to Arizona State's pro day to see Jordan Tyson run and work out. And his draft stock is really rising in the last few days. Reports that the Chiefs really love him. I feel like he has the highest upside in the wide receiver class. I would definitely take him over Carnell Tate if I didn't think he was going to have injury history. NFL teams have the means to research injuries and decide if they're going to be long-term. If you decide that it doesn't project as a long-term concern, I think Jordan Tyson is the clear number 1 receiver here. Now, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't use either pick 5, pick 10, or if they trade back lower in the first, I don't think I would take a first-round wide receiver. I just don't see that as the best use of the picks. If this is going to be a really run-heavy offense, what is the true value of a number 2 receiver versus a starting right guard, versus a starting linebacker, a starting safety in a new defense trying to establish a culture? A cornerback in Mansour Delane would be amazing. Jermod McCoy. There are so many players I would prioritize over the wide receiver position, but at the same time, I am the guy that always says take the best player available. So if the best player available on your board is Jordan Tyson at pick 10, do it. Please don't do it at pick 5. That would feel rich. But at this point, the Giants have given themselves the ability to play the board as it comes. And I hope that they're not done. Personally, I would trade Kayvon Thibodeau for a late second, early third as well. I think he probably has something left, but is he going to get chances in New York with Brian Burns and Abdul Carter ahead of him? I don't know. We have Chauncey Golston, who has 1 year left on his deal, I think. So he could be that third rotational guy ahead of Kayvon. And if they were to do that, they went from having 2 picks in the top 100 to having 4. Is that the right math? If they get a second or third for Kayvon, that would make it 3. If they move back from one of the first rounders and get another top 100 pick, That would get it to 4. So I want to see the Giants keep wheeling and dealing. I would prefer what the Giants did today than trying to keep this team a contender and like rebuild, retool. So many of my favorite teams end up stuck in this place where they don't want to just tear it down and rebuild. Trade Dex. Maybe trade Brian Burns if he has value. The only people that I'm absolutely not trading are Andrew Thomas, Abdul Carter, and Jackson Dart, and Malik Neighbors. Just about everybody else on this roster, I think, compete for your spot. Because the Giants haven't been good enough in the last few years to people come in demanding pay raises. It's not what this team is. And I like that John Harbaugh put his foot in the dirt and got Dexter out of the building. I don't want any negative culture guys in the building. If you're going to make it all about you, send them away. This is Giants football. No one person is Giants football. Giants football, decide what that means with pick 5 and pick 10. Sonny Styles and Vega Ioane. Boom. Take Francis Mauanoa 5th, and then Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles. And then at pick 37, get a Christian Miller. I want 2 of those first 3 picks to be a defensive tackle and a guard. John Harbaugh said he wanted to have the best offensive and defensive lines in football. Commit to that. Draft Vega Ioane. Draft Christian Miller, Caden McDonald. Solidify these lines. I've said before, when teams start a rebuild, you should start in the trenches, and the Giants should be doing the same thing here. You're only going into the second year of Jackson Dart's 5-year rookie contract. This is not a championship year yet. Get the right pieces in place, rebuild the identity of this team, and let's go to work. I think ultimately the Giants deserve an A+ for this. The Bengals, I don't know. Pick 10's a lot. And Dex, I still have faith that he can be a really good player. He was great against the run last year, and he was getting double and triple teamed a lot, which could have led to his sack total being so much lower. He was also hurt in training camp, so he came in heavier than usual. He didn't have camp to get healthy and ready and in condition. So in my opinion, last year, there was a lot of factors that led to Dexter Lawrence not having a great year. And I think the Bengals could benefit from him bouncing back in a real way. And Dexter only got a 1-year guarantee of money. He didn't get a big extension. What happened is what I said would happen. They paid him money this year. They didn't actually give him an extension. So have fun going to Cincy, Dex. I don't know how that's going to go, man. That team, they're one of those teams that every year you think they're going to compete, and then they don't. So you complained until you got out, and now you're out. Let's see if the grass is greener. So, guys, thank you for watching. If you're here, let me know what you think of the Dexter Lawrence trade. I think this is a good thing for the Giants, as a new chapter for this team has begun with John Harbaugh, and there is really no place for people making it about themselves. This is about Giants football now, and I'm excited to see what that means for this draft. I'm going to have in the next couple of days another Giants mock draft. I'll probably have one more full mock before the draft. I might try to get my friend Cody back on to have one more mock before we draft. So, guys, let me know what you thought of the Dexter Lawrence trade. Should the Giants fans be as excited as I am, or do you think they should have gotten more? I think pick 10 outweighs any other potential packages that they might have gotten. So, guys, let me know what you thought of the Dexter Lawrence trade. Let me know who you want to see the Giants pick at the top of the draft. The Goose RJG is out.